By English philosopher Jeremy Bentham. The panopticon is the form of the ideal prison. Designed around 1787 by English philosopher Jeremy Bentham. Over 300 prisons around the world follow this model. A circle of diameter of 100 feet. Around the perimeter of this circle stretch cells. Each cell is 9 feet deep and 48 per floor. Each cell has a toilet, a bed, and space to work. The cells rise 6 floors. On every other floor there is a surveillance corridor, in which a guard may survey 2 floors of prisoners. The guard watches the prisoners. The prisoners do not see the guard and do not know when they are watched, and must therefore act as if they were always watched. 3 guards each see 96 prisoners, which makes 288 prisoners total. In the center of the space there is an auditorium, in which the prisoners may assemble to be lectured.
Thank you for assembling to be lectured. Apparently, McMo is not a fan of Ups' new video, so we'll cut it out. The thing is, they don't know when they're being observed, so they act as if they're always observed. And hey, so do we. So efficient, so beautiful. We got a surprise for you, Mobot. Hey, good morning, Stephanie, McMo, Mills, Neil, Steven, Tile, Fleabus, Clint, anybody else? Is that everybody? Brad way up there at the top. Welcome, everybody. He loved it. All right, then, we'll watch some more. Hey.
A wall of screens may rise surrounding the chapel, and separating the prisoners from seeing them, or from seeing each other from across the void of the empty space. Spiral staircases ascend through the space. And an iron and glass frame rises through the space and bends toward each other. This completes the form of the ideal.
Shout out to Tamsin Morin for the narration of that video, apparently. And Reindeer Beholder? What? Yeah, it's right there. Where is it? It's here. Where? There she is. There's the Rainbow Beholder. Welcome, everybody. This next part you're going to need your savings throws for. And so we're going to do that. I hope you know by now what your role in getting a savings throw versus the mind control you're swimming in is. That's where you choose between survival, social, wisdom, or heart. And then I roll it. And then if it's over 10, you take half damage from the mind control. If it's under 10, you take full damage. Survival, social, wisdom, or heart. Choose. Hurry, I'm about to roll. Hey, whoa, survival and social, out of the box survival. With the 17, prime 17, it's better without the light. But prime 17, socialists, if you chatted in a hive mind, you get a +2. But if you didn't, that's a 9. Lovers of wisdom, that's a 3. This one's gonna get you. And hard, folks. Pair of 9s were the 18 for you. Indigo kids, also a pair of 9s. Oh dear, I should go. Here's what you need the mind control for. Here's what you need it for. Raquel. Oh, dang it. Raquel's latest, featuring our very own McMo.
So I'm a big Kierkegaard guy. And Fear and Trembling, for me, was another life-changing book. I probably read it like 2 or 3 years ago for the first time. And I've really struggled to find a better word than absurd. But I think that like the thing that's always missed is that, and this is Kierkegaard's point, that Abraham believed by nature of the absurd. And so it's absurd that God would ask, it's absurd that God would ask for your son, not just for him, but for you to kill him, for you to draw the knife. That's absurd.
Like he's asking for a bad thing.
Right. It's absurd for God to make a garden perfect and then put this most appealing of trees and say, do not eat it.
What kind of a good father would do that?
Yeah, and so to me, I'm always like, why can't you accept that reality might be absurd? And that has been my biggest itchiness from when I speak to kind of my friends who are still in the evangelical camp. It's all this inability it's a lack of epistemic humility. Because when you're epistemically humble, you're actually open to the absurd. And what's absurd is the interruption of the divine into our day-to-day sense reality.
You can't reason with a rationalist that rationalism is irrational. And you can't think your way out of a prison made of thoughts. I'll quote those to people all day, but if you do not have the organ of perception in yourself to even slightly apprehend what I'm talking about, you won't see it. Keep playing your logistician game, and arguing for your exclusivist religion of the right side of history, where you and your team are objectively correct about everything, like, you have to lean into the absurd, dude. That's the unknown. It's it's truth manifesting in air. When your system, it's the right brain being the master.
And it's the condescension of Christ or condescension of God that allows us to comprehend him in the first place, I would say. Like, and then you read the biblical scholars and like they argue. And I just like found all these things where I was like trying to figure stuff out, and then you go to someone else or you watch YouTube videos or you read books and you're like, oh wait, but there's this other person far smarter than me that disagrees with this person who's far smarter than me.
Yeah.
And so like I don't even know the words they're using, but they're disagreeing vehemently, and I'm supposed to somehow, for the sake of my soul, know the right answer here.
Oh my God.
And so that's when I realized, like, oh wait, I don't know anything. And if I were to know anything, it would be because God's told me. You know, like, so I think that kind of getting back to the absurdity, getting back to the childlikeness, getting back to the epistemic humility is probably the work of quote unquote sanctification that I think a lot of the Calvinist, Orthodox, Roman Catholic miss, because you get into your silo and you learn your doctrine and your doxa, your orthopraxis, and that becomes your sanctification. That it's you know the right things, you understand the teachings, you move your body in the right way on Sundays. Like, all of these things seem silly if you've ever seen a burning bush.
Yeah. It's
Bing, bing. Boom, boom, boom. Special thanks to the Shadow Cabal. So say we all.
So say we all. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Ho, ho, ho.
Tom, these aren't ads. It's brandings. It's brandings. You humiliating guys. Welcome, everybody. Okay, as you may or may not know, on these shows, I like to deliver on both the title and the thumbnail. The thumbnail is this. You see, the title is Peak Performance, and I'll explain that in a second. And the members of the channel already know how to be. They should be afraid, terribly afraid, because I released the rehearsal video of the performance that's going to happen during this stream. Look at the innocent public, not even knowing. The background image for this thumbnail is of the terry cloth monkeys as mutilated by the AI, and they made the scared monkey the wrong one. The scared monkey and the thing that was once upon a time Harry Harlow, and the monkey's supposed to be scared, not the terry cloth fake one. But whatever. You know, we also sometimes do a blue church card of the show. Now that the casino deck has lost too many cards, And the blue church card of the show is the three of clubs. The three of clubs. So I hope whatever that means for you. Yeah.
We all know that there is no agency any living gent can see doing what is right for me. Just lifting up my bro so he can grow some eyes to see that doing what is right for me increases all our agency.
Remember, there is no agency. We want what's best.
We have an important question from Tom Tom. Is hating yourself being too humble? Too humble? No, it's not humble at all. You think you're so special you deserve hate, and that's not humility at all. No, Stephen, we're not doing humility. We have so many roles and everything already. It's whatever. Okay, and now to deliver on the thumbnail of the terry cloth monkeys, the reason I bring it up is because of nonsense that happened over on the Baal Bird. They got this David Icke guy. They pretend that Alex Jones is the outcast, but really we all know it's this David Icke fella. And over on his television channel, I guess he does. They had this episode, Classified, I guess is the name of the show, with Richard Willett, and they're announcing that they have now created artificial wombs in which humans can be reared, and clearly they did not learn their lesson from Harry Harlow, and that's why that image is on the thumbnail. You see, ladies and gentlemen, when they took the two towers down, those were the two towers of gender, and now there's only one, and we're moving toward it. You may have heard about how some people are renting wombs from ladies and putting other people's eggs in there because they don't have eggs of their own. Because if you don't know, people who do not have children, such as sodomite couples, they have more discretionary income, and as such, they can pay these ladies to incubate babies for them. And in a capitalist society, we call that an open market. And so technology will soon advance to the point where you don't have to rent a lady. We can have technology to it for you. And the poor little fetus will not know the warmth and love of its mother, much like the terry cloth monkeys. And that thusly explains the thumbnail. Watch out for it. It's what we're dealing with. Here, let's have a music break. I don't know if you know this, Dolly, but in the American South, bless your heart is sort of an insult. It's like, oh, that guy's a little slow in the head. Bless his heart. Indigo to the most humble person. Thanks, McMo. There's no womb in the inn. What? Oh, it's lame.
Remember it. There is no agency. We want
And in other other exciting news, Gavin Palmer has gone to church and now he's getting the church people to play Minecraft.
Holy Spirits that kind of arise within me looks something like impulsiveness. And while looking at, this church is large, and while looking at those small groups, there's a question of what do you want to do? And one of the tensions is that I know I need to give attention to my wife and children. And so what do you do about your children and your spouse, with these small groups? Because sometimes there's a men's only or a women's only or married couples. And there's a question on, well, what do you do with your children? And so recently I created a new YouTube channel called Fat Daddy Entertainment, where I played Minecraft for over an hour with my 3 children. And then yesterday, my wife downloaded Minecraft on her phone. But this morning I was talking about the Benedict option, and there was kind of a synthesis. And I was telling my wife, it's like about how when the society is very corrupt, that there can be these things like monasteries. So like Benedict went to a cave and for 3 years practiced silence and prayer and getting closer to God and fasting. And someone from a monastery would bring food to him. And so these monasteries they can be built in a way which helps us become better servants to God.
And that's from Gavin's great new hit, Virtual Monasteries. And much like all of my good ideas, Gavin stole it from me and my dad, who have started building a giant Christmas tree in our Minecraft realm. We that's how me and my dad spend time together sometimes. And look at that. Oh, and speaking of it, it's almost Christmas. Click here, click there.
I hope you had a Merry Christmas.
I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We should turn up the lights here because otherwise.
Hello, friends, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I hope you enjoy my festive attire.
Hi, Mom. Hi, everybody out there. Merry Christmas. Santa Claus brought you a good present.
We just finished our.
Howdy. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy almost New Year.
Happy almost New Year to you, too.
In the morning. So Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Good night. I'll check out. Good
Pleasure,
night.
Tam. Have a great night.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
So I can only say to everybody, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Christ is born.
What a great segue that was, because as I come closer to delivering on the title of peak performance, the members know what's coming. The members know what's coming because I did one thing I rarely do. You see, I don't like to give the members too much more than I give the rest of everybody, but I did make a members video of the rehearsal of the performance, and the reason the title of this video is Peak Performance is because I've recently taken on a gig as a Christmas elf for the UPS, and that today is the last day of that. And when in the season of Christmas for the UPS, they call it peak season. See, the performance is not peak. I'm in peak season, which is Christmas. Yada yada. And before I subject you, the public, to what the members know what's coming, I'm going to well, it's going to be this. But first, I need to prepare myself during this. All right. Here it goes. Here it goes. I've rehearsed it, so it should be great, right? Right? Well, first you got to do this. All right. Oh boy, here we go. Oh dear. Oh, we got to turn off the branding. Oh man, there's a lot. Yeah, I know. Okay. All right. That's great. It starts with an earthquake, birds and snakes, an aeroplane. Lenny Bruce is not afraid. Eye of a hurricane, listen to yourself churn. World serves its own needs. Don't misserve your own needs. Speed it up a notch. Speak, grunt, no strength. The ladder starts to clatter with fear. Fight, down-eyed. Wire in the fire representing 7 games and a government for hire in a combat site. Left her in a hurry with the furies breathing down your neck. Team by team reporters baffled Trump, tethered crops. Look at that low plane. Look at that low plane. Overflow. Wait, no. Overflow. Population, common group, but it'll do. Save yourself, serve yourself. World serves its own needs. Listen to your heart bleed. Oh, rapture and I rehearsed this. Shh. Tell me with the rapture and the reverend and the right. Right. Vitriolic, patriotic, slam fight, bright light, feeling pretty psyched. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. Yeah, that was just about as good as the rehearsals, I think. Whoa, it seems appreciated. Let's check that out right while we do this.
Like love. Love is worth saving.
I don't know love.
Now encompasses.
Merry Christmas, buddy. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I felt awkward about doing it. Hey. To close out the show, we have humble and up. Man, you're addicted to the dice, Steven. You're addicted to the dice. Yesterday, Chad released a video. Here's a tiny piece of it.
Now, John Vervaeke has this phrase. He says, on my headstone, I wanted to say neither nostalgia nor utopia. And I can see why that is a good phrase. However, I think it's neither nostalgia nor utopia, and also this phrase, because I think nostalgia and utopia do have their place in proper order. So, in other words, the place for nostalgia and utopia are very much in the same location, which is in memory. And I think that is the proper place for utopia, because utopia means no place.
What? See, I heard that yesterday, and I was like, what? I don't think so, Chad. So let's check in with Miriam.
Utopia.
Oh, okay. It's often capitalized. It's a place of ideal perfection, especially in laws, government, social conditions, an impractical scheme for social improvement, or an imaginal and indefinitely remote place. So it seems to me that it's not in memory, but in John Vervaeke's an imaginal place. Imagine. Oh, imagine if you played this. For those of you just listening, Neil in the Hive Mind says, funny how words change with time, and boy howdy, ask the bundle of sticks about that one. And then, for those of you who also know, we do a special mystery, like what's the secret message being communicated by Miriam's word for the days. And today's word is
purview.
And what we do is we go through the last 5 or so and see what the message is. Purview is an area in which someone or something has authority, influence, or knowledge. Purview. What else we got? Oh my goodness.
Kafkaesque.
It's oftenly nightmarishly complex, bizarre, or illogical. And what else? What the?
Bowdlerize.
Bowdlerize? I'm supposed to make it out of
Bowdlerize.
It's a book, a manuscript. It's to modify by editing, so nothing judged morally harmful or offensive remains.
Bowdlerize.
Whoo! And
overweening.
Wow. That means they're either arrogant and unduly proud, but it also disapprovingly describes qualities or desires that are seen as excessive. And a
raconteur
is someone who excels in telling anecdotes. So clearly the message is oh dear. The overweening raconteur purview was to boulderize Kafkaesque things. Right? That's clearly what they meant by the message of the day.
There is no technical difference between thinking about yourself and being miserable.
It appears the assassins have failed.
and may they continue to do so. So, at the end of peak season, I give you this performance. Since I'm no longer going to be a Santa's elf, I should be able to live stream more often once again. And thank you all for joining me and helping me feel virtually not alone. Not alone today. And all those Christmas bonuses you guys gave me. That was amazing. Look at this. Neil became a member. Steven. Teo liked the performance. Up said Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's when we celebrate the birth of Christ. And in case you don't know, Paul has this Vander Clips channel where he's decided to, oh dear, we got to, clip, over here, clips, there it is. He put it over here, but he has extracted my, my church thing. Sure. Synchrony part. It was just a very strange day, and and it's got a lot of synchronies, and it includes how both me and the pastor of the church I went to think that Jesus wasn't actually born in December. It's just when we celebrate it. I look forward to Easter when we celebrate that he was risen. But now it's time to take the day and go take the train out and go be a Santa's elf for the final time for this year. Thanks again, everybody. I hope you have a fabulous one. It's false, McMo. That's false. This is just nicotine that's way cheaper than cigarettes. Sorry.